What's up guys, it's Bricksolo. We're back with another video, and today we're going to be doing the top 10 LEGO sets of 2018 because it's January 2nd of 2019. It's a new year for new LEGO sets. We gotta look back at the past year and the LEGO sets, and these will start with the end of 2017 up to the late 2018 sets based on how they're copyrighted and how Brickset shows them. That's mostly what I looked at. I looked at all the sets on there to get my top 10, and there were a lot of great sets from this year, in my personal opinion. And just remember that all of these are my personal opinion. Leave your opinions down below. What are your favorite sets, top 10, or even just your few favorite? Because there's a lot of ones I made, and I made more honorable mentions than I should have, but I kept it to top 10 for actually ordering. The honorable mentions are not in any particular order, but let's go ahead and start off with the honorable mentions, which I'll try and get through quick. First up, we have the LEGO Ninjago Temple of Resurrection. If there was one Ninjago set to add your honorable mentions or this list in general, it would definitely have to be this. It's so beautiful. I'm not really collecting sets, the LEGO Ninjago series recently, but this is a definitely great looking temple, and the minifigures are great as well, so hopefully I'll own this someday. The next honorable mention is the LEGO Creator Roller Coaster. This one sort of speaks for itself. It's a beautiful model. It's just that I don't particularly plan on getting it at least anytime soon at all because there's so much sets coming out. But this is more on the pricey end, but I still think it's beautiful, which is why I included it in an honorable mention. And I have quite a few Star Wars sets, so I'll get through those real quick. Got the Defense of Krayt. I actually got this set for Christmas, and it actually holds up to what I expected it to be. It's just not one of those superb sets that I'm making it top 10. Next up, we have Yoda's Hut, and I think this was one of the better Star Wars play sets of this year. Probably the biggest surprise for me is the Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. This wasn't on my list at all, but I got it for Christmas, built it, and I actually liked it a lot more than I thought I would, but still just an honorable mention because it's not a big set to get up there. And I had to include the Luke and Yoda, but I was actually kind of surprised this didn't end up on my top 10, but there was just so many other great sets. But these are just two of my favorite characters from Star Wars, and I think they made these pretty well in Brickhead form. And I also had to include the only Jurassic Park set that came out. Really great. The build definitely could have been a lot better, but I still think it's really great start for Jurassic Park. If they're ever getting any more sets out, at least we get all four of the main characters. And getting down to the last couple of honorable mentions, I know there's a lot, but there's been quite a lot of sets I wanted to mention as part of this list. We got the LEGO Ideas pop-up book. I really love this idea. I love the books. I just love books in general, so this is a great set for me, and I definitely hope to get it. And the final honorable mention is the Hulkbuster Ultron Edition. I'm very on the fence about getting this set. I really love the Hulkbuster and Iron Man, the superhero, so this seems like a must-have, but it's been smaller than I was hoping and other people have been hoping for, so I'm very unsure if I'll ever get this set, but I still think it's a beautiful model, so maybe I will end up getting it, depending on what other sets are out there. And moving on to finally number 10, we got the LEGO Creator Winter Village Fire Station. This was not a big surprise that I loved it, because I did see this and I initially really liked the pictures, but when my mom got this, because this is the fourth Winter Village set we got, and it holds a lot more than I thought it would, and there's a great big room at the top. It's not like a huge space, but it's more space than the last three Winter Village sets, or at least with the toy shop and the train station. It definitely holds a lot more character to it, and I really love the red and white and tan and gray color scheme to it. I really love all that color combination. And then we also get a lot of fun little builds on the side, the ice skating rink, the bench, the old-fashioned fire truck, and the Christmas tree, as well as 6 or 7 different mini carriers, which is a couple more than the last couple years, which is kind of surprising, but this is a pretty surprising set for this year that I didn't expect to be on my list that holds at number 10. And I will say, because there are so many great sets, some of these, they could almost are subject to change from placement to placement, because some of them I don't have, but like, I just had to pick an order just so I could get this out, and it was pretty difficult, but I think my list is pretty good. The next set I have on my list could be a very controversial pick, because at number 9 we have LEGO Star Wars Snoke's Throne Room. I just think this is a really cool set. The play set is a very interesting shape to the platform, but there's a lot of room for the minifigures and fighting. And although it's $70 for 500 pieces, we've seen this before with Star Wars. I ended up getting this on eBay brand new for $50, so that was a pretty easy grab for that. So I'm not complaining about that. Rey, Kylo Ren, Snoke, great minifigures, cheapest to get it, and the only way I was able to get them, because I didn't get any of those bigger sets last year. And then 2 exclusive Praetorian Guards, or at least the Cloak Star, because we're getting a battle pack, which makes an easy addition to add on to those 2. But I definitely don't hate those 2 just because we're getting some in the Praetorian Battle Pack. I think that just adds more characters to this scene that you can add to your collection. And I know a lot of people were complaining that there's no red cloth background or anything, but I got this red cloth only for 98 cents at Walmart, so that was a pretty easy buy. Maybe they could have included that in this set, but I don't see LEGO putting this random red cloth. I know they could have, but if it's only $1 more to buy at Walmart, I'm not really complaining. It's easy to buy, and I think it looks pretty cool. And really, I didn't even customize it to fit on, so I know other people could do a lot better job, but I just think that's an amazing looking set. Moving on to number 8, we got the LEGO Architecture Statue of Liberty, and I do want to mention, in case you haven't noticed already, but I do not have every set on this list, so if you leave your favorites down below, you do not have to have the set to make it your favorite, because some are more expensive, and just in general, LEGO is expensive to buy everything, so I'm still including sets based on the pictures of what I like. But number 8, the Statue of Liberty, I don't have this, but I may get this someday, because $120 for almost 1,700 pieces is such a great deal, and I really love the model. Everything is up. The face is not the best, but I still think this is an amazing looking model. Not sure when or how I would get the money to specifically buy something that isn't like Star Wars or Marvel or whatever. Normally I buy those sort of themes, but hopefully one day I'll be able to find a really good deal on this and just save up for this set specifically so I can add it to my collection. And moving on to number 7, we have LEGO Star Wars Betrayal at Cloud City. I really love all these bigger Star Wars playsets. Not the biggest fan of it, but I end up getting like the Death Star or the Ewok Village more than any of the other UCS complete sets, hoping to get the UCS Slave 1 eventually, but I tend to like these sets more because I just see a lot of value when there's a big build and then a lot of minifigures as well, which this set includes like 18, I believe, or something like that, and a lot of them are exclusive, and I really like all the different display scenes, and I just think this would look really cool if I ever got it. Not sure when I will, but I definitely hope to try and find this for $300 or less on eBay in the future. That's probably how I'll end up getting it, even if it's used. Really don't care about that too much, but that is number 7 on my top 10. Moving on to number 6, we have the LEGO Star Wars X-Wing Starfighter, and to most, this may be just another X-Wing to their collection, even if it does look better and an upgrade to the old one, but I don't have any X-Wing, not even any of Force Awakens ones, so this will be a great set to get. I don't have it yet, but I think it's really sleek looking, and the minifigures are pretty great in this as well with the new helmets, and $80 is a little pricey, so definitely will get on sale like almost every set I get, but this is a nice looking set and I really hope to own it someday. So that's number 6 on my top 10. And as I move into the top 5, the picks were a lot easier to choose, like which were my favorite ones, but it was hard to decide which went where. So like some of these are like really close to each other as the top 5 goes, but number 5 I put the Lego Creator Downtown Diner. I have not collected any of the Lego modulars, so I'm not sure if I'll ever get this one, but this was a really beautiful model. I hope to eventually get it. Maybe I'll eventually save up for specifically this, because I really love that old school style diner, and I saw in reviews there's a lot of space inside. I really loved all that different curvatures and designs and rooms inside as well, and I really love that blue curve around the main entrance next to the sign. And the minifigures aren't anything special besides some new prints, but really wanting it for the diner, and I know it's like a little bit of a Back to the Future callback, so really like that. But just overall in general, this may be my favorite modular of all time. May have to go back through them and look, and maybe I'll do a ranking on them. Let me know down in the comments below. And for 2,480 pieces and I believe $170, that's, of course, all the modulars have pretty good piece counts, so that's gonna have to go in my number 6 or number 5 spot on my top 10 Lego set. And at number 4 we have the Lego Harry Potter Great Haul. I'm really big fan of Harry Potter. It was part of my childhood in elementary school. Haven't really rewatched the movie since then, but watched the Fantastic Beasts. Haven't got to watch the Fantastic Beasts 2 movie yet, but really excited that Lego is bringing back the Harry Potter line. I love the minifigures, all of the builds and sets, and don't have this one yet, but definitely gonna really want this set in the future. May try and save up for it soon, because 10 minifigures has been bigger Lego sets have really been lacking on the amount of minifigures, unless you go really big like the Betrayal at Cloud City set. But 10 minifigures for $100, that's really what it should be in Lego sets. But I'm really happy this type of set has all of those 10 minifigures, and the build is really cool. Don't mind that it's open in the back. I really like the play area, or just to open, even if I pretty much only display my sets. I don't really get into all of that and play in there, but I always like seeing the backside, getting to open it, even if I don't really care for the dollhouse style, although I don't hate it either, as long as it just keeps the price down, that we get half of the building. It still creates a great display piece, and then just so many great minifigures in here as well. And we're just about to go into the top 3, so I just want to remind you guys, leave a comment down below of your favorite sets. What are your top 3 or top 10, or just your favorite set in general, or sets you enjoy. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. Now, on to number 3. And for number 3, we have the Lego Harry Potter CMFs, and this was such a great series. And I actually got the Grindelwald first, and my brother got a used lot, and this is what I was planning on doing if he wasn't gonna get it, but he bought me a used lot of 18 of the unique ones used on eBay for Christmas, so that was really great. only have 3 left to go. Probably will fill them up because the 3 individual ones are pretty expensive on eBay. But either way, these are such great minifigures. I think this was a great idea by LEGO, but 22 minifigures was kind of surprising that they added that 2 extra from the normal 20, but to get the 6 Fantastic Beasts, I guess that makes sense. But these are excellent minifigures, and I love each and every one. All the new prints, all the new hair pieces in general, and then also the new introduction to the medium short legs where they can move. I think that's a really great piece. Overall, I just love each and every one of these, and having them all in my collection is really great, and that's what makes this go on the number 3 spot. And at number 2, we have the LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle, the huge UCS style Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle. Looks really great. It is micro scale, so that throws a lot of people off. It's not their normal forte or whatever, but the 4 minifigures aren't super exciting for me. I think I want to collect a lot of the Harry Potter minifigures. I won't be complaining if I miss out on them, but either way, I love this model. I do not have it yet, but this may be one I'm wanting to save up for. It's the second largest piece count in a LEGO set ever. I know there might be a ton of small pieces because it's micro scale, but $400 for a 6,000 piece set, I would say, when I saw this, I'm like, I would even get this at 500 because I thought it was going to be 600 still, and I thought I will get this only if it's 500, and it's 400, so I may still be wanting to save up for this, maybe even buying it used on eBay for cheaper, hopefully. That would be a really amazing deal, and I just love this model. Again, it's a little bit of an open model, so I don't really care about that too much. So again, like, I don't care if it's dollhouse or closed up or not, but I just really think this is really cool. It's interesting that they went with the micro minifigures. You don't really care about those too much, but the model as a whole is what's really making me want this set, and I feel like this may be one of the more expensive sets I'm maybe getting in the next few years. And as hard as it was to choose all of my different choices, to order all of the different sets to where they should go, I decided to go with my gut instinct for number 1, and decided to go with it and not change it, because even though I don't have this set, I know I'm really gonna love it because I'm definitely wanting it soon, and I've been seeing some good deals on it, so I'm gonna probably go on it soon. And number 1, drumroll please, is the LEGO Star Wars Porg. Some may call it UCS, some may not because it has a plaque, but oh my goodness, I really think this is adorable. I know the only complaint really I have for it is there's some, maybe a little too much sets revealed, a little bit on the mouth, and then there's the tail feature that doesn't hold the mouth open the whole time. But if you put those things aside, I really love this set. I'm a sucker for all these bigger builds that aren't $200 sets or $800 sets or whatever, like the R2-D2 or whatever that we had back in 2012. But I think for $70, this was a great addition, and I think it's almost in scale to the BB-8 that I do have, and I just love little display pieces like this. I hope they continue this series. Maybe an Ewok as well may come out, or whatever else cute creatures they may be coming out with in Star Wars, because this is an amazing build. I love all the curves and how they captured the look of the Porg. So that was my top 10 sets of 2018, as well as the honorable mentions. So leave your comments down below what you guys think your favorite sets are. And in conclusion, this has been a great year for LEGO sets, and already seeing all the sets that are being leaked and that are out already, I feel like 2019 will be a pretty good year as well. There'll always be not so good sets, but we all have our own preferences and tastes, so don't judge anyone negatively on their own choices because it's their own opinions. We all get our own opinions on what our favorite sets are. So, leave your comments down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye.